So
but
it's related to the amount of use.
but in your experience, are the people who are having, they start out in their late 20s having a beer a night, watching the hockey game, and then they're in their 30s and they're having a couple beers, and in their 40s now having 5 beers. Like, is there a correlation between increased alcohol consumption and when they don't have that alcohol, all of a sudden they tend to get into more like fits? I'm trying to understand that piece, because I think that's directly related. Because it's nice and dandy to be in a world where everyone has one glass of red wine, but if that turns into 5, your world kind of changes a little bit.
Yeah, that's bad. And I don't know. I mean, you're telling me the person went from 20s, 30s, 40s, and they on average increased the drink a night. I mean, there's something going on. There's something wrong with them.
I guess do you see that happening though, or you don't see that happening?
No, I don't think I see that. I don't think that happens.
Fair.
I think there's some people who do. I think there's some people who do. I would not say it's a progression. And I think it's back to the genetics. I don't drink every night. I would like to, but I don't.
Sure. Okay. And then one final question. I know this is complete conjecture. This whole notion of like marijuana being a gateway drug. What are your views on this? And maybe like with reference to alcohol. I'd love your thoughts.
I have no idea. From those old 60s and 70s videos, I forget what they're called, but I used to make fun of them all the time. I don't know. I mean, look, one of my patients, his kid, doing great in school, and it turns out she was on the weekends, instead of going to the parties and drinking, she was doing a little bit of heroin for years, and then ran into a trouble when she was in community college and had to go to rehab.
I'm having trouble thinking like it's. Okay, so I'm in my 30s, and my friends who, when we were younger, used to consume alcohol at the parties, some of them now, it's become quite popular when they party to do cocaine or MDMA, right? And like these are the new party drugs, right? And if you actually, if you go to these music festivals, it's just super abundant. Right, so for me, thinking about what a gateway drug is, like alcohol is, highly correlated with occasions of partying or socializing, and there are party drugs. Cannabis is not really a party drug, so when I'm thinking about this whole notion of gateway drug, it kind of almost feels like it's completely blown open for me, that you can't call cannabis a gateway drug and not think of alcohol as one as well. For some people, they will try something a bit more extreme, and others just won't.
I'm sure. Look, I'm sure there's better data that we wouldn't have to sit here guessing. I think stuff's around, and adolescents take risks, and some people stay adolescent in different ways into their 30s if they're doing all this crap. But if you're in New York City and there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of money flashing around, people get stuff. So. There's plenty of adults who continue to do it into their 40s and 50s because that's what they're used to and they can afford it, and that's their environment. I can tell you it's not my environment, and to my knowledge, it never was. So I think it's part of environment. If you're not talking about someone who's inner city and destitute, if you're talking about a suburban environment where something leads to something else and it's available, as opposed to that they're in a bad neighborhood, and I think environment.
This is very different for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd have to. I'm sure there's some data, but I don't know. I think the data is probably
skim. I was wondering if, in your clinical experience, you're seeing, hearing, talking to people about these types of things.
I'm not dealing with adolescents a lot. I really deal with middle age and up, so I don't have a good exposure to a population to give me a good answer to that.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Cool. It's been a good conversation. Right. I've enjoyed it. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks. Bye bye.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Okay. I just made. They're in a process that they have hospitals many different industries. I know it's McKinsey.